What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Iron Blerdz. As always, I'm your host, Night Dragon. Who we got with us tonight? Reveal yourselves.
I'm your host, Icy Notes.
And I'm your also host, Black Star with 2 R's.
Who is currently still recovering.
Yes, this stupid plague. Not calling it a plague, but it still feels like one.
That's yet to be determined. We're waiting on the test. Anyway, we have something very special prepared for y'all tonight. Welcome to the first ever Swordy Awards. This is something first done by the Iron Blerdz, where we put together our favorite categories and our nominations, anything from 2010 to below. We have one nomination per category by each of your wonderful hosts, and then they'll go head to head, and only one will be victorious. The winner of each category will then go head to head with the others, and only one will be certified legendary. Are y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's do this.
Let's get into it. So, Black Star, who you got first? Up first, we have the animation category. This is any show whose primary style is any type of animation that is essential to the overall experience of the show or title. So who you got first?
For me, being complicated me, I have 2 choices that I couldn't decide between 2 shows. There could have been a third one, but I'm not sure what year that show was. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and ask that now. Fillmore. What year was Fillmore?
I think it was before 2010.
Was that 2000? Was it?
You just made it.
Yeah.
Was it just making it or just like on that borderline, like real good?
Do we need to fact check real quick?
Just Google
we might as well. It's not my choice, but you know.
Okay, so what's
like
your
the show
choice
more.
though? Because if we don't have to fact check.
I mean, we can fact check just because Fillmore was funny. I'm just saying. Only TV show that talked about somebody saying, no, I don't want none of your chicken because it wasn't good. It had no seasoning on it. Who else is going to remember that?
Okay, well, it's your title, so what year you got?
My titles are going to be a cross-up between the current show I'm watching right now is Mummies Alive. Who doesn't remember that wonderful, wonderful show that was on Fox Kids, Fox TV show? All affiliates of different Foxes when they went through different brandings, changes, and stuff like that. And who also brought us the Pirates rap. You what?
I was in there. I do remember that. Yeah.
I mean, how do you remember that? The little boy in Preston was a secret that was here. He was a pharaoh when Egyptians used the worlds. I'm talking it, not singing it. But yes, this show brings a lot of good memories to me. I mean, it gave me a little bit of action and gave us it had one character who dresses like a boy just to get a girl who dresses like a boy who wanted to be a race car driver. She wanted to drive the carriage and stuff, but she had to dress like a boy. So like that, to give a standard for that one, even for back when it's time for the show. And they had the water elements included on the show as well. And all around it was good. I mean, they didn't change clothes like anybody does in the series, which brings you back to the other show I want to talk about. But I'm still devising them. The Weekenders, ABC.
Now that one I do remember.
I mean, that was awesome. They changed clothes every single day. The mom gave solid advice. Very, very solid advice. I mean, better than most moms in any TV show. You know what's my favorite? I have to realize I remember his name. Trish. I can't remember the rest of them. There's a little kid, the black kid, who has an afro and stuff, because, you know, every 90s show had the one black kid who has an afro, because...
Our braids.
Why?
The ones that have braids.
Our braids, yes. Our braids. Gerald, you know, Skeeter, you know, he's black.
Yes.
Any of those shows.
Don't forget Roger. He was black as well.
Yeah, he was mixed. I'm going Roger was mixed. He was a high def mix, because, you know, he thought he was all that, and especially when he got rich and Disney dug. But if I compare those 2 shows on there, I'm going to have to give it, if you're giving it a 1 out of 5 rating, Mummies Alive is getting a 4.5. Because it wasn't a super, oh my God, wow. Which is good enough to keep it as a ringtone forever and then so. And Weekenders, also 4.5 because it taught you valuable lessons when you was a kid and stuff about friendship and everything. There's something to do every weekend, and they change clothes every single day. They're not like Ash Ketchum. He wear the same clothes for a whole season, and then be like, "Oh look, you change your just a little bit. Change clothes just a little bit." Yes, I threw that in there. And now I pass the mic.
I'm stuck on the fact that this is the first category, and we already have a damn tie. What?
You gotta pick one. Pick one, Black Star. Pick one.
It's so hard.
You gotta pick one. Trust me, I know. We
will give you into the end of this category, but something has to get chopped. In the meantime, Icy Notes. What you got?
Well, I actually got two on here that I wrote down, and the one I actually just remembered. But there's only one I'm nominating. So, but I had.
But you're thinking about it.
Yes, but I chose Hey Arnold, Recess, and As Told by Ginger.
Those are three.
Jeez, I know.
What is going on?
I know. No, just hear me out.
What is going on?
I wrote those down because I was like, I figured, well, we can still talk about them. Because originally my the one I had was just Hey Arnold, and I thought like, oh yeah, Recess was a really good show. But my nomination is Recess. So Recess, that's it. And I would definitely give Recess I would give it a 4 out of 5. I think we all watched Recess.
As Told by Ginger.
As Told by Ginger was really good. I really liked that show. It got me through a lot of issues in middle school. But I did not.
I was upset. I was upset that the one boy, the little snitch, he looked like a classmate of mine. I used to look at him out the corner of my eye, like a little snitching ass.
It was Randall.
I used to like
Randall.
Yeah,
Randall?
I went to school with somebody to look just like him. I used to be like, you can't trust him.
Did it get better? Did it get cuter at least? Hopefully.
I don't know, honestly. I don't know what happened to him. I just knew not to tell him nothing.
I actually had a teacher just like the teacher, what was her name? I can't think of her name. With the
black teacher.
Not the black teacher, but the older white lady.
The lunch lady. Was
she a lunch lady? Well, either way, but I had a teacher.
Or I think she was a lunch lady or something like that.
But she was mean just like her. She looked like her. Her name was Miss Chaffee. I can never forget that lady. She tried to make
Colorado.
Man, she was. I'm pretty sure she dead now, but she was mean. She was a mean teacher. She was mean. But I guess she
Wait a minute. Was she meaner than Miss Crunchables from Matilda?
Oh no, nobody was that. No.
Okay.
You'd be surprised.
She wasn't that mean though.
No,
right?
No, you'd be surprised. I had a couple.
Can't do that.
Like I seen the movie about you. Okay, so what's your score? What's your ranking?
Well, Recess is a 4.4 out of 5. I give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
4 swordies.
So
4 swordies.
Yes. 4 swordies.
4 swordies.
If I had to choose,
yes.
If I had to choose between my two, I guess. Really hard decision. Really hard decision.
I know.
I'm gonna stick with. I'm sticking with the Weekenders.
That's a good choice.
Don't get me wrong, Mommy's Alive is awesome, but Weekenders. Watch TV all night. Ding, 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 ding. 25 seconds.
Anyway. Is it me? Is it my turn?
What's your nomination?
Let's get it. As he approaches the podium. So, what I have, unlike everybody else, I actually went through the depression, the heartache, the sadness, and the just running my head into the wall to actually come up with one choice. But I think it's a choice that everybody can agree on. So, for my nomination, I picked Celebrity Deathmatch.
Good choice.
So, everybody knows Celebrity Deathmatch as that clay animation. So, I mean, it was so gory and it was so intricate and creative the way they used the clay. I mean, for the time it came out, because it came out in 1998 and there was nothing else kind of like that, especially to be on MTV. And I mean, it had the different celebrities. It pulled from pop culture. Like, I mean, who doesn't remember the episode? Was it Michael Jackson and Prince? And
Mm-hmm.
they
Classic.
took, I mean, come on, for real. Even though there was no real beef, I don't think. You never know. But I mean, I like how they played off of it. Even gave Michael Jackson his Moonwalker magic. I mean,
Yes.
it was awesome. So, I mean, it was so imaginative and it was funny. And the use of side plots with it, like they had side storylines going on. Like I think one of the announcers and the girl was having an affair and they ended up back in time. It was a lot going on. If you ever get a chance, go back and look at it. But it was just,
Did not ever come back?
it did. It actually inspired a
Ruby.
Rubate. Yeah, in 2006. And it was only 4 years after it got canceled. So that shows you how big a show it was. It was actually one of MTV's biggest shows at the time. So with that, I have to give it a 5 out of 5. Sorry.
Ooh, our first 5 out of 5.
So clearly it won
Our
the
first
category.
5 sortie. Our first 5 sortie.
Well, no,
How long
because
do you want to judge other shows?
now that we heard each of our pitches, we now have to rank the other ones.
Oh, yeah.
So, Black Star, for my ranking and Icy Notes, what do you have?
Recess. I'm gonna give it a solid 4. It was good, but it wasn't no Pepper Rain or no Weekenders. I'm sorry. It's a 4 though. It was good. The movie was good too as well, but it wasn't no. It was like a knockoff Kids Next Door to me, so it's a 4.
Oh,
What? I
That
mean,
means
that's
a
fair.
read.
Or I
Hey,
mean, you gotta be honest.
it's fair.
Would you want me to lie? Feel like it was a wonderful show on the top of the room?
No.
Yes. I wish I had a tattoo that says recess. No.
I wish I had a tattoo that said recess, especially. I don't think you get a tattoo. You get recess at work.
look, what's that on your lower thigh? Is that recess?
Right.
If you know, you know. It's like,
And celebrity.
Welcome to my
Celebrity
play,
death
Leah.
match.
Okay.
Celebrity Death Match. I'm gonna give it a solid 4 out of 5.
What?
Not perfect, but it was a 4 out of 5. No show was perfect.
It says you.
I mean, not a lot of things are perfect, but it's still a solid show. Don't get me wrong. The Prince episode and the Spice Girls versus, it was like Destiny Child or something like that. That had an episode with them on there. Or Britney Spears versus Christina Aguilera was on there.
yeah, I remember that one.
That was a classic.
Yeah. They had some good matchups on there.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Solid show, not 5.
Fine. All right, Icy Notes. Come on.
All right. Let's see. Yours is The Weekenders, Black Star. I watched the show, but I didn't watch it all that much.
I'm sorry you want to say it's not that bad, Jamal.
I do remember the show. But is it that memorable?
Mm-hmm.
But I would definitely give it. I would give it I would give it a 4. I think a 4 is good enough. Celebrity Deathmatch. I watched that like faithfully. I don't know why I didn't think about that show. But that one definitely gets a 5 in my. I'm sorry, it gets a 5. It does. It does. It's way better than Recess. Anything, but yeah. So,
I told y'all I had something for you. Ding, ding, ding.
I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess it does count as that counts as animation. It's clay animation.
What they say, relax. It's just clay.
Yes. And hopefully your kids at home are keeping track.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. But if not, I think one of us got you covered. We should have one of you covered.
Yes.
All right. So let's see. The Needle of Judgment. The Weekenders. I give it a 3.9. Only because I remember watching it, but I couldn't tell you a single thing specific about that show. Was it a good show? Yes, but over the years, I couldn't tell you anything about it. But I do remember watching it, and I do remember it being good for its time. But I mean, I forgot about it. Icy Notes. You picked Recess, so I will give it a 4. It was classic. It was part of that classic lineup of shows with Pepper Ann, even though it wasn't a Pepper Ann, it was in that lineup. So I will give it a solid 4.
I think it was more popular than Pepper Ann, but yes.
I mean, people like Pepper Ann better. It just sounds, the theme song gets you right
Pepper
away.
Ann have a movie?
Yes, she did.
Yes, she did, actually. I think so.
Google.
On Google?
No, Jerry. Some things you just don't have to ask.
Oh, she did have one movie. Haha. Pepper Ann, the first movie. That's really what it's called.
Well, there you go.
Because they couldn't figure anything else better in the 90s.
Shut my mouth wide open.
It actually came out in 2002. Look at that. All right. So, with that being said, who do we have at the top of the list? Icy Notes?
Drum rolls.
Who's the winner?
I didn't, I believe it's Delivery Deathmatch. Right? Black Star? You're not keeping track?
No, because Icy Notes was like, I got this.
Luckily, I have been incorrect. It is Celebrity Deathmatch.
I had a feeling I was going to win. Like, you had to add that up.
I mean, it's a classic film. It was a classic film. It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Weekenders are still living myself. Until one day they'll be on Disney Plus. Whenever it takes their time.
It's still not there?
No.
Oh.
That's okay. That's okay. Pepper Ann is there too. They're going to watch more too.
As they continue this debate and possible bloodshed behind the scenes, move along to our next category. We have sitcoms, which, if you don't know, situational comedy. This is something that is usually centered around a select group of main characters and the people that, interact with them. Black Star, what you got?
Of course, because I'm complicated. My top 2 shows is going to be, I can't decide, Cousin Cedar. Who doesn't love the little adorable puppet who has the TLC group background? No, was it TLC? Or In Vogue, who sung the song? The opening song for that.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was it In Vogue? Was it In
Vogue? It
Vogue?
was In Vogue. It was In Vogue. The other list on my show is TLC. But who doesn't love the adorable little puppet and Bacon Good? Yeah, I'm bad with celebrity names, so.
Oh yeah, what was the dude's name? Richard. It's always hard to pronounce his name.
Richard.
Your dad?
Yeah, Richard, basically. Mm-hmm. Richard. You got to say it right. There's apostrophe.
Yes.
Richard, come here.
Mama, it's Richard.
Yes, that's my show. And of course, competing with that is also all that. The kids,
you have another 2 picks?
Always got it. This is my last 2 picks.
Okay.
All that is, those are kids modern day SNL, Mad TV, and everything else like that. That brought us a classic show like Good Burger. Here, Escargot. What was her name?
Lori Beth Denberg with
Lori Beth Denberg, yes, and Vital Information, yes. And
that's
dear
me.
Ashley, yes.
Oh God,
who doesn't forget about all those classic shows like that? And TLC doing the opening of it, and they had so many openings, and they have live performance. All right, I think I already made my choice, and that was easy enough. I'm doing all that because they brought us all the free tier shows before everything else. I'm giving it a 5. Swordy's out of 5.
It deserves a 5.
All right.
My first 5.
All right, look at that. And he's a hard one to please. I see notes.
All right.
Step up to the mic.
I only had one show, and that was one of my favorite shows. It's a comedy. One of my absolute favorite actors is in it, and it is King of Queens. I chose King of Queens because I like Kevin James. I don't know two people who dislike him. I think he's funny.
I like Kevin James. Kevin James. He's funny.
Him and Leah Remini, they're hilarious together. Actually,
I definitely like her.
On them, yeah, they said they really used to fight like married couple, like a married couple on the set, and they literally would act like a married couple. But because they're just really good friends. So. But it actually transferred over to on screen because honestly they act like a real married couple. I'm like they really do act like they're actually together, but they're not. But yeah, if I have to give that a rating, I think we've all pretty much seen that. I don't think I have to give too much a description of it. I don't know who sings the theme song, so but
man, that's true.
I would definitely give it. For me personally, I'll get a 5, or not a 5, a 4.5. That's what I'll give it.
Okay. So, as I approach the mic again, slithering and sliding my way. No, but for real. So, this one was pretty easy for me. I mean, it's a lot of them out there I could have picked, but, one stuck out. And, without further ado, let's just put them on the table. Living Single. Come on. Created by Yvette Lee Bowser, who created a lot of, iconic Black shows. I mean, you had 6 group of friends, all, African Americans. Their lives were so intertwined. You had Sinclair and Khadijah, who are cousins. I actually have a cousin named Khadijah, ironically, but, they were cousins, and then, they knew Regine because she grew up with him, and then she met Max in college, and then you had Overton and Kyle, and I really liked how they balanced everybody around them. I mean, you had a leading cast of primarily Black women and all Black actors, and neither one diminished the other. Having strong Black women didn't diminish the Black male characters, and vice versa. It was nice. And what I liked about it, I mean, look at some of the iconic cameos we got. I mean, we had, what the fuck is the basketball player's name? Is it Grant Hill? Yeah. He was on there. Who else was on there? Chip Fields, Regine's real life mom was on there. Heavy D was on. Vivica A. Fox. Like, come on. They were on the episode together, actually.
Eartha Kitt was on there too.
Yeah. I mean, come on. We had some iconic cameos, and then I mean, to have the theme song not only sung but rapped on by Queen Latifah herself. I mean, come on. I mean, who else was on there? Morris Chestnut. He was on there.
A lot of people were on that show.
It was Gladys a lot of this. So I mean,
don't forget Gladys. Auntie Gladys is on there.
Yeah.
She was, I think
she was Overton's mom.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. She's like, she heard Kyle. She's like, my little lump. I mean, and they comedic time, man. Like, you could tell they like really got to know each other. They were like really close friends. I mean, you couldn't get better comedic time in between all of them. So, I mean, and call me biased again, but I had to. I won't give it a 5. I won't give it 5 Swordies, but I will give it. If you want to
give it a 5, you can give it a 5. I know you want to.
I do, just but give it a 5. I know that since they're not coming back for a sequel, I will give it.
They might.
But I mean,
a reunion. You never know.
They did do a reunion.
They had a reunion a few years ago, but Queen Latifah couldn't make it.
A reunion.
I would like to, but I mean, they're all off doing different stuff too. But so I will still give it a 4.9.
That's solid.
Okay.
So without further ado,
so we got a 4, 5, 4.9, and a 4.8, or 4.5 and a 4.9.
So,
Young
Black Star,
contenders.
what do you think about the picks on the table?
Living Single was a classic gem with Martin and Living Color. And I think it was on CW or CW when it came out on there too as
Oh,
well.
and Jamie Foxx show. Like, we kind of forget he was up there with him too.
And Steve Harvey. And Steve Harvey show too.
Yeah.
I like Steve Harvey. That was amazing.
I hadn't even thought about that. That was another one.
That was a really good one.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Harvey show.
Yes. I'm
going to
give it a 4.5.
We had shows to pick from.
And don't forget about Hang Your Mr. Cooper.
Oh, yeah.
Smart guy.
Bernie Mac show. I mean, it came on a little later, but still.
Yeah.
We had All of Us, One-on-One. We had a lot.
The Parkers, because we seem to forget about that one.
I never forget about the Parkers.
Yes.
But I did nominate.
I forgot about Moesha. Yeah, if I'd have took any longer to think about this, I probably would have had a list.
I had a long ass list. Yes.
So he gave it a solid 4.5. All right, I'll take it. What you got for Icy Notes?
I remember watching a few episodes of it. It was pretty funny. I don't remember all of it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to give it a 3.5.
Ooh.
Well, we know who's not funny.
You know. Oof, well,
sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not
the
sorry.
level of disrespect.
I could have given it 1, but I didn't give it 1.
Ooh.
First of all, it doesn't deserve a 1. It don't.
Team Titans still deserve a 1, but yes.
We're not even going to get on that discussion.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going
I smell a reality. I smell a reality podcast coming on. the Iron Blerdz busted down.
Yes.
You and Black Star in gladiatorial matches. Only one show shall make it out.
Let's see.
Well, Icy Notes, what do you have for us?
Let's see, what do I have for? What was the pick again, Charles? All that?
I'm
sorry.
I don't forget about all that.
Black Star.
That
definitely.
I don't forget about all that,
book,
Jamal.
In my book, it gets a 5. It gets a 5. Living Single. Even though I watched it a lot, I watched it more as I got older. But I did watch it when I was younger, but I didn't really know what was really going on. But
I did. And Max was my girl. I mean, come on.
I mean, I understood the whole her and Max and Kyle always fighting, and then they really liked each other for real. Whatever.
Puppy love.
I would have to say I would give it I would say 4.5. I think it deserves a 4.5.
I'll take it. That's fair. I'll take it. Side note, one thing I left out, it did teach me something. You know, in some of the episodes, they kept calling Max a shrew. And I kept thinking as a kid, I'm like, what the fuck is a shrew? I knew sand shrew. Well, I'm like, okay, I know they're not talking about that. I'm like, what the hell is a shrew? So I Googled it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh. And then they kept calling her, what else did they call her? They kept calling her Maxine it was something, and it was just something like a hag or something. I couldn't, yeah.
Didn't they refer to her as a man eater at one point?
It was something.
I know it was something.
Maxine Shaw, attorney at law. So let's see. All that. What do I give it? Swing the pendulum. No, I have to give it a 5. I have to give it a 5 out of 5. I do agree. Like all that, all that is
Don't play.
unforgettable. It was unforgettable. Even though I didn't pick it, I'm glad somebody did. We have Nick Cannon. Keenan and Kel went on to do their own show. Like they got a lot of spin-offs off of that, and a lot of actors got a lot of like. I still remember the two Ghetto Girls with Nick Cannon and Keenan. I mean, yeah, and they rebooted too, right? Aren't they still on? No, after being rebooted,
I think so. They had something come around there, and they ended it. Yeah.
I think they're still on the air. At least they were. But yeah, 5 out of 5. I have to. I got to give it to you. I ain't even gonna front.
Don't even
I
rate,
see notes.
Don't even rate it because all that one. Don't even rate it. I mean, you can rate it, but it's not gonna make a difference.
I'm going to. So. Kings of Queens. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I watched it. I didn't watch it, but I do love him, and I do love Leah Remini. I will give it. It's a 3.8. 3.8.
And all that wins. So stop saying.
Because it's all that.
See, if I chose Scott and Skeeter, that would have been down. But all that, I needed to win there. Had to go for it.
Yeah, well, I guess you had to have it. It was a good win in there somewhere. You picked the win.
Beat out Living Single. Look at that.
I know. I'm upset. I thought I had another winner. I was like, look, I'm about to sweep all this shit. Nope. All that said, decline to the back of the line.
Now, see, we could have been wrong, and we could have threw Mad TV in the mix. And I'm sorry, Mad TV would have probably
that would be a tie. It'd be a tie. It'd probably be a tie.
Probably.
Hold on though, because no, I ain't gonna do that. But it would be interesting.
What you gonna throw in here?
SNL
in Living Color.
They're in Living Color.
I should have done In Living Color, but SNL is still on. That's why I would have picked that one.
Yeah.
And
but it's not as funny as it was before now.
But it came out before 2010.
It did.
But look at the people that we've got out of there though too, like Maya Rudolph and a lot of people. Leslie. Leslie has been on there. I mean, it may not be as funny, but I mean, it's had some big stars come out for there too.
It's funnier than what it was. It sort of.
He's having too much fun with the fact that he won a category.
Like, of course.
Beyonce.
That was the only funny thing. Beyonce.
Go ahead, say it. Beetlejuice.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah.
Moving right along to the next category because he is feeling himself way entirely too much. Next up, we have superhero movies. Now, as you know, this focuses on the actions of superheroes who are beings with any supernatural or superhuman abilities or just individuals who dedicate their lives to protecting the public, even at the cost of their own lives. Batman, I'm just going to throw it out there. But, Black Star, slide them on up to the table.
I only have one choice. You should pull out.
What?
There's so many of them too. I can't do the actual superhero movie too as well. But I chose something better. Back from my childhood and everybody else tried to. I'm still watching it to this day. I actually watched it a couple of days ago too. Drum roll, please. And that movie will be Spaceballs.
I almost died.
Yes.
You better appreciate that.
I appreciate that drum roll. It was very unique.
You ready to took on my lung capacity. Whew.
Well, I'm going to go with my movie choices. We want to be Spaceballs. It was a parody of Star Wars, which is based on a series. So yes. I mean, who doesn't like Spaceballs? I mean, you think you're taking it too literal? You're thinking it's too literal, like combing the desert? You're like, yes. Did you find anything? No. Did you find anything? No. Did you find anything? Damn well, we didn't find anything. Or we didn't find shit. Yes. Yes. In the shorts and everything. Yes, it is. And I'm going to go ahead and give that a 5. So,
Oh, God.
it's a space ball.
Well, it's your choice.
All right. Well, we got his icy notes. Let's see if you can outdo him or at least do better than Kings and Queens. Let's go.
There was just see y'all just didn't watch King of Queens, but it was really good. But anyway,
When I waited to our decision, you should have picked something you knew we couldn't avoid.
I'm sorry, it was my favorite show. But I actually went back. I don't know, you might have heard of this. I don't know if y'all seen it. But
Blank Man.
No, I didn't choose that. I chose something from the
Probably get you
70s,
sucker.
actually. I didn't even choose that either.
Ooh.
It's not even a funny movie. It's actually kind of serious, but it's Foxy Brown with Pam Grier.
Ooh.
Yes.
Look at you going digging out the deep.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I was
What
a
tablet?
huge
Stone
Pam Grier-
tablet.
huge Pam Grier fan. Still am. I loved all of her blaxploitation movies, every last one of them.
Wait a minute.
And this is the one I like the most. Well, in Friday.
Can I ask a
Frost.
question?
I like this one.
Can I ask a,
Yes.
can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Is there a reason why you chose that movie because of Hot Cocoa Brown?
No.
Are you sure?
No. Actually, Hot Cocoa Brown is actually based off a different. Yeah, it's based off. That character is based off a different blaxploitation. It wasn't Foxy Brown. Actually,
Okay. Or it could have been Beyonce. I mean, it could have called you Beyonce, but that just been rude.
No. I chose this because it was about she was an undercover cop. She was trying to save her brother from being killed, who, by the way, was Antonio Fargas, who was a sugar bear from Starsky and Hutch. But yeah, she was trying to save her brother, so she pretty much destroys. She's a single black woman, destroys the whole mob family, just completely dismantled it. So that's why I liked it. It just shows a strong female character. But I would definitely give it, for its time and for just even up to now. Actually, they did. No, I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking actually, Proud Mary kind of remind me of that, but.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that they got a lot of that from her type of movies. Proud Mary, but
I wanted a sequel.
And they still could do one, but I would
Proud
give
Mary, even prouder.
I would give Foxy Brown. I'll definitely give it a. I get a 4.8. 4.8. I'll give it 4.8.
So no 5.
It's worth watching. No. I think over time, like it's gonna be dated, and a lot of people won't perceive it. But
Over time,
yeah. But I do give it
the fact that all right. Okay, well, come on. We'll slide to the side. Come on. Here I go. Here I go.
Come on, give us to.
So,
Francine.
I dug deep and thought of something that I'm pretty sure not a lot of people would think of as a superhero movie, but it is. So, can I get somebody give me some type of noise?
Noise.
What's all right. Well, that's pretty messed up, y'all. Like, I almost lost a lung giving Black Star a drum roll, and I think I got a chinchilla and a dying parrot. Either way,
there you go.
So, all right, I recognize that one. So, I definitely don't recognize that one. Is that a
You
main
remember
car?
that from the Wayans Brothers? Oh, was another good show.
I forgot.
What?
Okay. But so I have on the table tonight Hancock.
I forgot about that.
So I like Hancock because to me, as a matter of fact, when it came out, I was a fresh 18. So, and little side note, that's what I was listening to before we started recording this episode. When I
had a feeling that's what you're watching. I had a feeling that's what you're watching.
And that's why I muted my TV.
Yeah.
I was over. I almost died again. But Hancock, to me, it was like, I mean, as 18 years old watching it, like I was always instilling him as a big, huge Will Smith fan. Like, despite what some people might say, I mean, I don't really give a damn. He's still one of my favorite actors. Like, I mean, as an 18-year-old seeing a superhero depicted like this, like, I mean, come on. It was the most realistic way you could see a superhero. Like, I'm tired. This is Superman when Superman is tired as shit. He's given up and he just wants to spend his days drinking. I'm going to still help you out because I'm flying by, but don't ask me for nothing else. Like, who doesn't remember when he was sitting on the bench and he just reached in the box and pulled out like was it a liter or a fifth or something? Just took off drinking. I remember another scene where one of the women he saved, she asked him, she was like, "What the hell is the matter with you?" He said, "Bitch, I've been drinking."
He's like a black Homelander.
I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, it's a perfect example of somebody who, you know, like we said, you have to dedicate yourself to, you know, saving the public. Somebody who doesn't want to do that, but throughout the movie, he kind of understands that, you know, with what he can do, it's unavoidable. And he does kind of get his shit together. But at the same time, he's still drinking and he's still Hancock. I mean, come on, Will Smith did shit like that. You have to give it to him. So,
He did.
without further ado, 5 out of 5. Come on.
All right. All right.
So,
Review time.
everybody's cards is on the table. It's time for the final chop. Black Star,
Hancock.
give it to us.
I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I'm sorry. It was a good movie.
The
Don't get
audacity.
me wrong. It was a good movie. It wasn't Spaceball, but it was a good movie. It wasn't the shorts.
It's better than Spaceballs.
I'm sorry.
The hell?
You can't use the shorts in that movie. And Foxy Brown, aka Foxy Cleopatra, aka from Drawn Together.
Sheesh.
That's
Yeah,
not
I'm
what
gonna
she
give
got her. She
I
actually,
know.
Foxy Love was from the Josie and the Pussycats.
Really?
That's right.
Really?
I see
Yes.
notes. Educate the children.
Mm-hmm. Grandpa. That's a 3.5.
Damn.
You said
Mm.
what?
3.5.
What?
A 3.5.
Yes.
All right, Simon Cowell. I call by him.
That's because he ain't seen it. That's why.
I haven't seen it forever
Or have
compared
you
to
seen
other
it?
ones. I have seen it. Thank you very much.
Mm.
Clearly
didn't watch what I watched.
Of course you did.
Well, move.
I'm not going to say what I'm going to say, but, you know, it's strong in defend itself. But, you know,
What
that's why you
them,
like that movie.
what them ratings give me? What? No. Come on now. So, whatever. Them ratings gave me frostbite. We're going to move on to something a little warmer, ironically. Icy Notes.
Mm-hmm. Go with your strong
Do something
opinions.
with this.
Your strong
See.
opinions.
with Spaceballs, if I have to rate it, it was funny, had funny moments. Definitely quite a few memorable moments. And to be honest, I would give it a 4.
I'll take it.
And
So
then
9.
with a Hancock, I give Hancock a I said 4.5. I really did like that movie. I thought I went in like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, because at the time when I watched it, like he's not no superhero from Marvel or DC. What they gonna do? What is this? And then I actually watched it. I said, oh, okay, it was really good. I like what they did. So I give it 4.5.
I smell sabotage. Anyway,
Sabotage?
so sabotage. Succotash. Suck it. But let's see. So Black Star, what did you have on the table? Spaceballs. I don't know. I'll give it a solid 3.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't see it, to be quite honest. After hearing about it, I don't really care to see it.
You didn't see it?
But I haven't seen it.
Honestly, you wouldn't like it. Night Dragon, because it's a parody from Star Wars. So
and see, but I mean, but see though, it's like I haven't watched it, so I can't say for sure if I like it or not. So I'm not gonna just say yeah to, but I don't have any interest to watch after hearing, and so we'll give it a 3.
That's fine.
It's stuck in the middle.
It's fine. You've never seen it before, so you do that. You should really watch it though, or at least watch
Just
it.
like Foxy Brown, a lot of those jokes would be dated, so it'd probably be more offensive.
Yeah,
or anything else.
That's not about that.
Yeah.
But for Foxy Brown, I do think it was iconic for its time, especially, you know, with black female lead. And I mean, Pam Grier's still out here. So, I mean, I'll give it. We'll give it a 3.9. Because some of the stuff in that is dated. And if it was brought out in theaters today, I mean,
they would have to change
moving on.
Change a lot.
With that being said, the winner of this category belongs to who? Icy Notes?
I believe Hancock.
Is it Hancock?
Yeah, Hancock.
And we're on the board again.
It's okay. Jamal, have you won one? Icy Notes, have you won one yet?
No, you know, that's not fair because you keep giving him bad scores. This is not really fair.
I do not. It's first choice.
That's right, because this next one, I know is gonna touch everybody's heart.
You said that about the last time. I don't know. For those of you guys listening,
I said it about animation. But this is animation.
And what?
So go ahead.
Well, maybe. For those of you guys that's listening, let us know. Do you smell sabotage? Do you think Icy Notes has been set up for failure? Let us know.
Nah.
We might need a redo of this. Maybe a recount. This is feeling a little like Florida.
We are not that being said.
But we do call shit out. So with that being said, next category, anime movies. Now, as we know, this is a popular style of Japanese illustration, popularly seen in comics, video, and cartoon animations. This can be anything that incorporates those elements into its things. For an example, I don't know if anybody has this on their list, Boondocks. So with that being said, Black Star, take it from here.
This is a very hard decision. Very, very hard decision. But we're talking about animation movies. We have Princess Mononoke, Castle in the Sky, Spirited Away. There's so many other ones, good animation movies we could name in this category.
Yeah, we only have an hour show, but my God.
I'm just buffing people's minds up, but the possible shows are all on HBO Max, and they're really good. I
agree with you.
Show I chose on there. Pretty sure none of y'all probably seen it, so I'm prepared to lose this one. But you know what? F y'all. Anyway, my show is going to be the first Gundam Wing movie.
Give a good description.
The first Gundam Wing one, which brought us the Wing Zero with the angelic wings part of it, which is Gundam Wing Endless Waltz.
Actually, I have seen that one.
I figured you would have seen it. I don't think Jamal. I've seen us seen that movie at all.
No, I have not. I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure you don't know what Gundam is.
Ooh.
It's okay.
Well, if you give a good description, I might give it a good rating.
It's a giant robot.
Other than that, I'm a stand where I'm a stand.
And they're nice.
Hold on, guys. Pause. Knives out. Touch fist. All right, let's do this.
Think of Gundams as giant mechanoids and robots controlled by humans inside our pilots, Gundam pilots inside of them. Most of them consist of a side.
I did watch that. I watched
sabers.
Not the movie, but
you've seen the TV shows. Or some of them have super skin tight suits. The transformation that takes about 5 minutes watching them go grunting and everything else like that. G-Gundam. But all of them are good. I still love G-Gundam, don't get me wrong. Burning Gundam is my favorite. But Endless Waltz is pretty awesome. Little girl turns out to be all nice and innocent. Turns to find out she's really a dictator who wants to take over the world and kill the peace of the world. Because, that's what she does. It's in her family. She gets slapped a couple of times by Unity Scrap, and then Duo does his. You know what? I don't care about your people's life. I'm gonna blow you up with my beam rifle several times while destroying my beautiful Wing Zero Gundam. It's a classic movie. Classic movie. I mean, I could do Spirit Away, but
what's your rating?
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give it still give it a theme song. I'm gonna give it 5 beam rifles. Yes.
What?
He did.
Well, we didn't plan for this. That's not on the scorecard.
He doesn't have a sword. He has a beam rifle, beam saber. There are 5 beam sabers. They're gonna be direct.
You can't come up with your own scoring system in the middle of the
It's the sword.
We're gonna have to bring. We're gonna have to take him back in time. He's gonna have to pick up a musket with a bayonet attached to it or something.
I'm just trying to be correct. If I'm choosing the series about Gundams, I don't have a death sight because I didn't choose death sight. So I'm just gonna choose a beam rifle, beam sword. There you go. It's still a sword, but it is made out of plasma. They can touch you.
Oh.
Touch you.
So
so we're gonna put that.
Yes,
we're gonna put that in the Rosetta Stone, and it translates to 5 swords.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I like in depth for my backgrounds to be correct. Yes.
Complications aside, icy notes.
Mm-hmm.
I picked something that I know we all watched. Black Star.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry.
I chose
Been Horizons.
I chose Pokemon, the first movie.
Of course you did.
I figured, why not?
Of course you did.
Of course I did.
Pokemon.
I mean,
let's do it.
Shut up. No.
Yes.
But I chose it because for me, I chose it because I really do like Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the first movie that we got to see a full length. It was just like one long ass episode, but it was good. It was really good. There's really no need to describe it. I think we all know what happened.
It's iconic. It's legendary.
Right.
Turner Stone cried. Pikachu cried. Everybody cried. Clone Pokemon.
No.
Apparently, tears bring people to life.
No,
Pokemon
you forgot about it. It's
so
the power
there you
of
go.
friendship. Power of friendship brings people to life.
The power of friendship and tears
Yes.
bring people
I
to
remember
life.
going to see it when it first came out. My parents took me to the theater. That was when they were giving out the holographic cards for those who came premiere night and stuff. I have, and I don't have it anymore, but I had one of those for the longest time. Yeah.
I think they gave out when they gave out the gold. Was that at the movies or was it? That might have been at McDonald's.
Both.
It was at the
Both.
movies, I believe.
McDonald's was doing something too as well.
Okay.
You got to go play it in you or me too or something like that. I think you got Alakazam and Gengar too from McDonald's.
I think Charizard.
They made it a big event. They made it a big event. That was a big event because they did a couple things with Pikachu too.
Mascots.
But
I ended up with one of the cups.
in my book. That's the rating is going to get a 5.
Oh, first 5, a Pokemon movie? Of course. That makes sense. Gotta catch them all. Pikachu.
Just twist the sword. Jesus.
He still ain't catched them all.
He's never good.
I'm sorry. I give it 5 Pokeballs. Is that better?
It is. I mean, at least you're correct with your series. Actually, it should be 5 Master Balls,
Right,
5 Ultra Balls, Luxury Balls, Love Balls, Die Balls.
I give it 5 Die
He's
Balls.
he's trying to have us here into New Year's. Anyway, for me, so I dug a little deeper into something that's my personal favorite. Now, I know for Black Star and Icy Notes, they hear me talk about it all the time. Matter of fact, yeah. So without further ado, I have Case Closed, also known as Detective Conan, Requiem of the Detective.
That makes sense. It fits you.
So, whatever. So, as we know, Detective Conan, well, as they know, but you guys don't know, Detective Conan is one of my favorite animes. I love mysteries. I love the use of how they do it when truth prevails. I mean, Requiem of a Detective, if anybody knows Detective Conan or Case Closed as it's called over here in America, you know the detective, Rachel's father, he's dumb. But what I do like is that he gets his moments every now and then where he actually shows that he is a capable detective. This one actually relies on him a lot more than just Conan. Him and Conan actually have to work together in order to save Rachel and their friends from somebody who is trying to blow up area they're in, and they actually have to work together both as equal detectives. And anybody that's seen the show, you know, him and Conan have like a respect-hate relationship where they kind of, you can kind of tell they care, but they still get on each other's nerves. I like that this kind of forced him to be the detective that they kind of give us glimpses of in the show, but we see that if on his own, he actually can be a detective. Because let's be honest, Conan's not going to be a kid forever. Eventually, he's going to go back to being an adult. So that I really like that because we got to see another side of him and prove he's more than just, you know, the drunk idiot. So with that being said, I give it a 5 out of 5.
Look at all these 5s. 5 for 5.
You know what I mean? Hey.
Go to Wendy's with all these 5s we got.
I'm okay with Wendy's.
Of course. Use your thunder smash.
Let's see. Black Star. Oh, really? What?
Put your percussion into
it. Triple floor shit.
All right. So we're going to give our review times.
Come on, Black Star. What you got for us?
Pokemon, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 1. All right. Get it over with.
That is, damn.
I kid.
I'm about to say.
You better, because this is the time that we vote somebody out of the Iron Blerdz. It's time for a revolution. You have to change your crest. It's gonna be blacked out. He has been shunned.
I'm gonna give it a 4. Pokemon, you get a 4. Let me think about it. No, I'll give it 4 to 5 because this is the original Pokemon movie. It was good. It made everybody cry. It was sad. Ash battle beginning of the movie like he actually knew what he was doing, and it was good. Right
for once.
Physically fight Mew.
Yeah, he tried.
I don't know what the hell possessed
Ash doing dumb things. That's what it was.
Look what it did. They got his little silly ass turned to stone. Thank God Pikachu was able to cry. Like, what if he ain't had no tear ducats?
They would have found another way. The heart of every Pokemon would got together and became one and saved everybody together. And then a story of friendship with one. And then everybody would have floated away.
That was the first time we ever seen. Yeah, I guess. That was the first time we ever seen some Ash turn to stone.
I'm sorry. I'm sure about your movie too as well. Your anime movie.
Yes. Come on. I'm ready. I can handle it.
I do like mysteries. They're good. Ace Club was a classic. Not gonna dog your show. I do like it. I give it a 4.5 too.
Do you like it?
I mean, it's not my favorite, but I do like it.
I mean, come on. And it's still on to this day. It's one of the longest running animes. It came out in 1998 and it's still currently airing. It's still currently airing.
I'll give it that. I mean,
and it has one of the biggest movie collections ever. It has 20 movies and like 12 OVAs. It's got a pretty good library. Just throwing that out there.
I'm still getting a 4.5. I still like it.
I take it as solid. I take it.
I ain't gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna be like, no, you get a 1 or 1.2.
Well, I mean, I'm not doing any worse than Icy Notes, so I'll take it. Speaking of, what you got for us, Icy Notes?
It's not me personally. It's just the movies that y'all didn't watch.
You didn't watch ours either.
I watched some of them
either. So what you talking about?
It's just that one that you picked.
I'm sorry, Span Here Horizons.
Well,
love you.
Now that we got that out.
Wait. That goes all ways. You need to expand your horizons.
I will.
Black Star.
I will.
Tune in next week, everybody, when 3 become 2 as one podcast host disappears. Is it a convenient time or is it murder? Stay tuned.
Continue on.
Give us your rankings.
I don't even know what Black Star even said for his movie, so I'm just gonna give it a 2.
That's fine.
And then I'm gonna just go head over to Dragon.
That's fine.
Night Dragon. I think I did watch that with you. So, and I love that whole series. That we watch a lot of those episodes. So it gets a 5. So you win.
Hater.
That was my roar. It's a little raspy right now.
Haters.
That's all right. Don't be mad.
All right,
It's okay. You might do the
I'm
last
probably
category.
Because I'm pretty sure if I play this game, even people like Jamal, Icy Notes, let's play this game.
Are most of my picks in the final? What happened?
Because I pick out of the norms. I could have just Spirit Away. Everybody's seen Spirit. I think everybody's seen Spirit Away.
It was a good pick, though. If you'd have done that, it would have been a good pick.
Everybody's seen Spirited Away.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Because let's be honest, Princess Mononoke and Spirited Away is two anime movies.
Everybody's seen.
Every anime con or anything up here, they play
in the movie
every
theater.
time.
It's still in the movie theater right now, playing.
It comes to the Palace Theater down here all the time. Especially during con season, they love showing those two.
Actually, going on the right. What is it? Oktoberfest or something like that for the animated movies. What's the Dragon Ball Z movie that was out?
Yes, which I think it broke a record. Yeah, congratulations to Dragon Ball Superhero
Beast Mode.
Because I think it broke like what 21 million in the box office, making it one of the best-selling anime movies.
Beast Mode.
Come on. So that brings us to our final category. Who will slay the competition?
I mean, you already won, but you know.
I mean, we don't know that for sure. Anyway, on the table, we have video games. Pretty self-explanatory. This is any video game on any system that predates 2010. So, Black Star, give it to us.
Don't be long on the description because my computer about to die.
That sounds like a personal problem there. So much the listeners for charged it.
I got 5. I did charge it. This just take forever to charge.
As the children waste more time.
My choice is going to be
Charles. I mean,
charge your shit. Anywho, my choice is Mortal Kombat. Who hasn't played Mortal Kombat?
No.
Uh-oh.
You know what? I'm just going to say it now. I chose Mortal Kombat too. So there you go.
Well, I lost. So much for that. See, I told you we didn't know if I was gonna win.
This is a joint win, though. A joint win, I guess.
And look, but that's okay. That night, 2 become 1.
Well, let's have something that we can
in common.
True.
Well, I guess that just leaves me because they're on the same boat now. As I'm over here teetering on my own, I picked Legend of Dragoon. I mean, it was for PlayStation. I mean, it was one of those games that did pretty much what Final Fantasy and games like that do now. I mean, it had 5 discs to complete the story. I mean, at that time for PlayStation 1, I mean, there were not a lot of games out there that did that.
Saga.
I went with it. Yeah, it was like a whole saga. It was a journey. You went through so much with these characters.
Saga. I think Xenosaga 2 had 4 discs to it. 4 long discs. Most of it was just story.
See?
Still awesome game.
See? Well, see, Dragoon had 5. 5, but either way about it, it was, to me, it was what RPG games, like I said, like Final Fantasy and what Black Star said is today. So, was it perfect? No, but I will give it actually 4 swords. Which all of this is pointless because we know which one is going on to the final.
Get over here.
I thought you were going to give a description. We all know about Mortal Kombat. Yeah, we could have picked
right. Right.
So now that we have our 4 finalists, the winner of each category will now go head to head to see which one will be certified legendary. Who are our top 4 contenders? Icy Notes.
I didn't keep track of it. What was the first category? I'm sorry. I didn't get the first. Who won the first one?
Well, thank God I did because
I'm
it
glad
was
you did,
Celebrity
because I
Deathmatch.
didn't have it right. I'm like, I don't have.
You have a whole computer in
Yes,
front of you.
that's right. I didn't type anything, and I don't want to do nothing because it's already like
In your phone.
And the sitcom was
All that.
Do you
all
guys
that
have
on that
do you
one.
guys have so much fun with picking each other? You guys sure you weren't like Abel and Cain in a former life or something?
It's just what we do. It's our dynamics, I
He
guess.
did.
Y'all had to be related in
He
another
can't
life
speak.
or married or something. Anyway,
What?
so for situational comedy, Black Star actually won that one.
Mm-hmm.
What was your pick,
Oh, I
Black
said
Star?
all
Give
that.
it to him. There you go. Cause it's
There.
there you go.
Copyrighted.
We don't own the music.
Thank you for getting us canceled.
We don't own the music to any of the things we said today.
Exactly. And so, because of copyright issues, your next week's episode has been canceled until
Don't
further
post it on
notice.
Facebook.
Just
Gone.
kidding.
Nah. I'm about to leave y'all shortly, so y'all gonna have to finish out without me.
Superhero movies, we have
Yes.
Hancock.
And
And for video games,
Mortal
of course, Mortal Kombat.
finish him.
So now we have our top 4 picks.
Was it Pokemon? The Tarzan
It
Conan,
was
yeah.
Detective Conan. So, with that being said, we have to pick
There
one.
can only be one. Well, technically, it's one of each category.
So, Black Star, who is?
It could be one of each category. Yeah, they all could be a winner.
But there's only one legend.
Yeah.
But there's only one legend.
You're one legend of each category. Wah, wah, wah.
It can only be one. We talked about this before. There can only be one.
Is it lost? I see. I'm going with Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one in my book.
I am going with. Yeah, I have to go with Mortal Kombat. I mean, it's so many remakes, and yeah,
It's still going on
Mortal
right now.
Kombat.
The video games are still nice. I still play it from this time of day.
Yeah, they just did a movie.
In a series. Well, remake.
So
No, HBO Max one. That one actually wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I enjoyed it.
I liked it. I liked the little thing they did. Plus, they did the little thing that let us know that they could always do a sequel. They have so much to play with that franchise.
So much. I enjoy every little bit of it. I'm just waiting for more than MK12 to come out.
I can't wait for that either, but I gotta practice again. I'm putting my effort into. I play so many game systems. When you play one game, you get so used to the functions of something, and then you go to something else, and it's like
X button is different on this button and everything else like that. Yes,
exactly.
I feel your struggle.
But without further ado, yes, the struggle, the pain. Not to mention my score, because trying to figure out all them buttons, you get your ass whipped quite a bit.
You always play Tekken, just button match the whole entire time.
Who button matches anymore?
I'm sorry. I'm not going to say that there are some people who don't have button match, but 50% of people.
I was about to say, they coming for you.
All the Eddie Gordos and Christy Monteros who just hit the B button, keeps bouncing there back and forth, X and B, using a little leg dance. Cringe. Sorry, that took me back a moment there.
Don't you know it? Well, before we go back any further, let's close this out. So without further ado, our certified legend is none other than Mortal Kombat. So, Mortal Kombat, we give you a congratulations on being the first ever certified legend. You have won a title that grants you absolutely nothing, except our love and admiration. So, with that being said, yeah, it's going to have to be. With that being said, Black Star, anything you want to leave us with?
Like and subscribe all our content. You know you want to. We ain't Melissa for a while, but we still pretty good. You know you want to.
Once his icy notes is checked out, I'm going to assume that he just agrees with you wherever he is
Being
in
very
the
strong
void.
and independent. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you have that one because we kind of threw a jab at you last week, so I'm gonna let you have that one. Well, I mean, you guys comment, like, subscribe, let us know what you like. Do you agree with our picks? Do you not agree with our picks? Do you agree with the certified legend? Do you think we should do this again? Just let us know. In the meantime, make sure you follow us on all our social medias. Look for that 3-headed wolf, and I'm Night Dragon. That's Black Star.
Of course.
As you can see, unity.
Yes.
We get to say it twice.
Good
Say
night.
good night, Black Star. See you guys later.